Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, I mean literally, does not work. How you doing on this hump day? It's the middle of the freaking week, and I'm out here doing a little bit of work. Why? Because I enjoy what I do. Got a few racks here we're doing. Hang on for a second here. Let me move you guys down over here where I'm working. All right. Hope you guys are doing good today. I got to get to these racks. I'm actually doing one that's a little bit different than I'm using, or change it. Hold on. Let me see the grass.
I mean, for starters, homeowners are famously no good at a team setting. Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance. It's a new year, and new appliances can welcome family residents.
I'm doing an extra large. Greg, you know who you are, Greg. You said you got a lot of hats. So this one is a 6-hat rack that I'm doing. It's actually going to be blue and white. Blue and silver. So that is oversized. See that? You can put 6 hats on it. Always trying to be creative. I'm going to try and figure out how I can do the star for you, buddy. A star rack. You know, you get one thing done and working for people, and then they go, oh, I want something different. It's like, damn, I finally got something that works, and y'all want something different. But we aim to please here at Joe Boo Sports Report. But I was sitting here while I was working. I started thinking, you know, this season's been bad. It's been as bad as my hair. And maybe I'll just say, until the Cowboys play better football, I'm not cutting my hair. How about, no, let's not do that. I already said with COVID, I was going to wait till after COVID was over, so that's long enough. But I was sitting here thinking, I've been enjoying the misery of the Philadelphia Eagles. I love to see them suffer. I love seeing Philly 500 whining and crying, you know, talking about, we got double moonwalk. Our team's ass. You know, that's a great feeling. But I got a real question for you. This is a real question. This is for Cowboy fans and Eagle fans. Like I said, I know our season was ass. I know we had aspirations of being a Super Bowl team. You know, we thought we were loaded. And that's the thing with the Dallas Cowboys. Whenever we're expected to do something, usually we don't. It's just the way it is. But if we look ahead to the Dallas Cowboys and we look ahead to the Philadelphia Eagles, who would you rather be as far as shape-wise? Now, I know if you're a Cowboy fan, you would never want to be an Eagle. And if you're an Eagle fan, you would never want to be a Cowboy. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is looking at the future. We got Mike McCarthy. A lot of people think he's ass. But the amazing thing is as we look around at coaches being hired, it's pretty much the same old guys that are being hired. Now, we got Dan Campbell, hired by the Lions. Seal, and with the Jets. But for the most part, familiar people. Well, Urban Meyer. Okay, that's a different one. All right, so maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I'm just wrong. But for the most part, you see all the coordinators and guys that are hired are people that are pretty much familiar names, people that you already know about. The Eagles, of course, and the Texans, two teams that seem to be ass, as Philly 500 said, are only two teams right now that have a vacancy at the head coaching position. But would you rather have the roster that the Eagles have, and the ownership and the coaching, or lack thereof, of the Cowboys, or the Eagles? I gotta say, of course I'm a Cowboys homer. You gotta look at it. If you were an outsider and say, the Cowboys are in a much better position and shape than the Philadelphia Eagles. And let's talk about it for a second. The Cowboys had a lot of injuries, and so did the Eagles. The Eagles lost key offensive linemen. They lost Brian, what's his name? The guard. All poor guard. They lost him in the offseason. They'll get him back. That Brian Bronner. They'll get him back. That'll make that offensive line a lot better. Hopefully we get Tyron Smith back and Lyle Collins. That'll make our offensive line better. But both offensive lines were terrible. Quarterback-wise, looks like they'll get Carson Wentz back. And hopefully the Cowboys sign Dak Prescott back. I think we got the edge at quarterback. Whether it's Carson Wentz or Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz or Jalen Hurts. Running back wise, we'll have Zeke coming back. They'll have Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is kind of dynamic. I don't know that he's better than Zeke Elliott, though. Don't know. Hang on for a second here. Let me change brushes.
Well, that just shows how strong Josh Allen's arm is. First of all, there's two guys there. And I didn't see a whole lot there. But Josh Allen, you got to get protection up front if you're going to run that type of play to allow Brown to get down the field.
Wide receivers. I got to say that the Dallas Cowboys have that one by a mile. I just got to. Got to say that one, that the Dallas Cowboys have that one. Because Philly 500 didn't want Justin Jefferson because he's ass.
He threw the ball further than I've ever seen, well over 80 yards. And so a lot of times on a play like that, especially someone who can run like John,
tight end,
you're going to outrun
Zach Ertz is going to be a cap casualty.
For Josh Allen, but a little tougher conditions tonight in order to get the ball out there the way that he'd like. Chiefs show they're coming on a blitz.
And they've got Dallas. We might in a way strengthen numbers between Blake Jarwin and Dalton Schultz. If Zach Ertz is a cap casualty, we may have the better tight end crew collectively. Defense, well, at the moment, I got to say that the Eagles' defense is better, but
that's the first completion downfield for Allen,
does it really matter? Coaches wise, y'all ain't got a coach. Draft wise, you guys have the higher draft picks, but we got more picks because of the compensatory ones.
Mike Pereira in my ear said Allen was a yard short of the first down. He steps out there.
And cash. Money is the key to end of your woes, your ups, your downs, your highs, and your lows. Didn't you tell me last time that love bought your coals? It's like that, and that's the way it is. The Eagles are broke. They are $52 million over the cap. Ouch. They're going to have to release guys. I can do something with this hair. Release guys just to get down to zero. They have a lot of guys like Deshaun Jackson who've been sucking up money, who can't get on the field and stay on the field. Zach Ertz is going to be another one of those guys. You got defender. I mean, you got tons of players that are going to have to be reduced. From the standpoint of that, the Cowboys only have $20 million currently if it drops to 175, but I don't think it's going to drop to 175. I think it's going to go up to about 190, 195. Remember, I told you that. In the same way I told you about the compensatory picks. Trust me. Believe me. That's the way it's going to be. So you have to honestly look at this. And you can call me a homer or whatever. There's no way in the world that you can look and say, the Eagles are in a better position than the Dallas Cowboys. Quite frankly, to use Philly 500's terms, the Eagles, they're ass. They are. They're a mess. The fact that they can't even find anybody who wants to take the job lets you know how bad a shape they're in. Now, I will say this. The NFL is crazy because teams go from first to worst in a heartbeat. You're sitting here looking at the San Francisco 49ers, who were running through the playoffs on the way to the Super Bowl last year, to just fall a little bit short in the fourth quarter. This year, being asked and thinking about releasing their quarterback. Football. It's a crazy thing. You never know what's going to happen from one week to the next. As always, guys, they look pretty good, don't they? Pop rack, spice rack, hat rack. Pretty good. Steady hand for a man that's 55 years old, wouldn't you say? All right, y'all. Greg, if you want to do a print for the Star, go right ahead and send it to me, and I'll see what I can do. But I'll talk to you guys later.